Hey guys, David the Fishing Pastor here, and today I'll be talking about the drop shot rig. So over the last couple years, the drop shot rig has just become one of my favorite go-to rigs. And I'm out here on my local river today, but the great thing about this rig is you could really fish it anywhere. Rivers, lakes, reservoirs, ponds, and you can catch fish on them. And I have caught fish on them really everywhere. You can fish them shallow, you can fish them deep, you can cast them, you can drop them straight down. The rig is really, really versatile. So let me show you what kind of gear you should throw this rig on and how to set it up. Okay, so the drop shot rig, if you haven't fished it before, consists of a drop shot style hook and a drop shot weight at the bottom there. So in this one, the hook is actually above the weight, as opposed to, say, a Texas rig where the weight is above the hook. And it's really easy. What you do is you take your hook and you tie a Palomar knot. And when you tie a Palomar knot, there's a tag line. You just want to make sure that that's a long tag line that goes down. And that's the one that's going to go down to your weight there. Generally with drop shots, I'm going to fish them, depending on the situation, between 6 and 18 inches. Generally, I won't go less than 6, maybe a little bit. And generally, I won't go above 18. And that really depends on the depth of the water you're fishing, the depth of the fish. Are they suspended? Are they near the bottom? And all that really comes into account. And so really, it's a great rig to catch those fish. Really when a lot of times when nothing else is working, kind of these real sunny bluebird sky days like today, where they're not biting on anything else because there's no wind and it's just really calm. The drop shot rig is really my go-to rig for that, and it's a great one because it puts the bait generally right in front of the fish's face, and you kind of shake it, and I'll show you what that looks like underwater in a second. And it's a really good presentation that they like to see. Another great thing is that you can pretty much throw almost anything on here. I've thrown everything from small swim baits to grubs to, man, I mean, what haven't I thrown? You can really kind of just use your imagination, from flukes to straight tail worms to all of that. I've thrown them on, and really the possibilities are endless. So I'm throwing this today on my Cast King Sharky 2 spinning reel, and this is in a 2000 version. I'd say a 2000 to about a 3000 version reel is going to be really good, and this Sharky 2 is great because in this case you're going to need to get a good reel that can fight the fish. The rod is important, but the reel here, having a good reel with some good drag and being able to fight the fish, because you're pulling them out of places, and you're not using really heavy line or anything like that. You're not wrenching them out. It's just about fighting the fish with the reel itself. And so I'm using 10-pound Cast King Superpower braided line, and I'm running it to an 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. You can go down to 6 depending on where you're fishing, and sometimes I'll even actually fish it just on straight braid if there's a lot of vegetation, if I'm getting hung up, if I'm losing my setups, things like that. I'll just throw it on straight braid and I'll catch fish like that as well. Now generally when you're fishing a bait on here, generally I'm going to nose hook it. And nose hook it is this: you're pretty much taking that bait and you're just hooking it straight through that nose. And that's really easy. You're going to get a really great hook set ratio. You're not going to lose a lot of fish because it's going to hook them in the right place. As you lift that rod up to place that hook, to set that hook, they're generally going to get hooked, and they're generally going to stay on there. I usually don't worry about losing a fish on a drop shot. It happens, but it doesn't happen a lot. You can catch small fish and you can catch big fish. I've caught many small fish, and I've caught some big fish. I did catch the biggest one I've caught on a drop shot is it was a little bit over 4 pounds, and it was during a tournament, and it was the last day of the tournament, and the drop shot came in clutch, caught that fish for me, and helped me to place, and it was really amazing. So it's not a small fish application necessarily, just because you're using small hooks or you're using maybe some smaller baits. doesn't mean you're only going to catch small fish. So that's the drop shot setup. Thanks so much for watching. If you're interested in any of the gear, I will put the links down below for the Casking Sharky 2 and the Superpower braided line. This is a great combination setup to fish this on. And thanks so much. I really appreciate all the support. Have a great day. Remember to pray, fish, repeat. God bless. I'll see you later.